Oh, why, hello. I'm Mary. Thank you for joining me today while we stretch and get a little stronger at a covered bridge. And we are at Countryside Park, and it's very exciting. It's in the winter, but the day is so beautiful. So, today we're going to be working, and we're going to need something sturdy. I have a pole here, but you might need a table. You might need the back of a chair, but make sure it's very, very sturdy. Now, we're going to be doing some exercising using our upper body and lower body, but you do want to make sure you have something very, very sturdy. It could even be a kitchen counter. That would be absolutely a-okay. So, before you begin this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor, and he'll tell you exercises you should or shouldn't do. You also want to have some water that you can drink before, during, and after our time together. It's very exciting, so you want to wear loose, comfortable clothes, because when we open our arms, we don't want any of your buttons to pop off. And then when we bring our leg out to the side or forward, we don't want our pants to be too tight. So I'll just pull mine up and we'll be ready to go. So you want to make sure that you do these in a slow, slow fashion. If I'm going too fast, you slow right down. But if I'm going too slowly and you can do it a little quicker, and you could be safe with that, then you can go right ahead. You always want to listen to your body. And if we're doing one side like this and it's great, and we do the other side, maybe your hip or your back doesn't feel so good. So you always want to listen to your body, because your body will never lie to you, which is very exciting. All right, are you ready? I'm glad you joined me. Here we are. Let's begin just by a nice, easy march. So we're going to roll our sleeves back. We're going to hold our head high. Our chest is high. Our bellies are in. Our shoulders are up and back and down. So that's just how we're going to start, working with the shoulders. Up and back and slide them down. As you slide your shoulders down and back, imagine that your shoulders are going down right into your back hip pockets. I'm so excited because I'm on a walking trail and I met my friend Roberta, and it was so fun. So you might even see people walking by me. So this way, of course, we can make new friends. Okay, our shoulders are up, back, and down. So we're warming up our shoulders, and then we're going to warm up our elbows. So if you're sitting down, you could be marching also. To warm up the elbows, the hands are down by our sides, and our thumbs are forward. Our shoulders are up and back and down. Underneath the shoulders, the elbow, and then the wrist. The thumb goes forward. We're going to bring the thumbs up and down. So this is called a bicep curl, because your bicep is the muscle right here on the front of your upper arm. Our shoulders are back and down. Golly, we feel great. What a lovely, lovely day. We're doing a bicep curl. There you go. Now, we're also going to start to add the wrist. So it's a curl, turn, 2, 3, and down. Curl. It's like you're undoing a light bulb, and down. Curl up and turn and down. Curl up, turn, and one more time. Curl up and turn and down. That was really fun. Remember, you can march in place. You can take smaller marching steps. You can march sitting down. Now we're going to curl up, turn the light bulb, and then we're going to reach up to put it in. It's a double light bulb. Here we go. Curl, turn, reach up, down, curl, turn, reach up, down. You've got it. Curl, turn, reach up, down, and down. One more time. Curl, turn, up, down, and down. Wow, that was great. So we were working our elbows and our wrists. Shoulders went up, back, and down, but now they're going out to the side. All we do is touch the toe out to the side, here and here. So we bring our arms wide, our palms face our thighs, and then as we bring the backs of the hands out, no higher than our shoulders, because heck, we don't want shoulder impingement. Now, if you're doing this and you say to yourself, golly, my shoulders are a little tender. Instead of coming out to the side, you can bring them forward slightly and out to the side. If you're doing this and saying, golly, I like that idea, but heck, my back is a little sore. So instead of touching right out to the side, you could touch a little bit to the front. It's still out to the side, but it's a little bit to the front. Okay, let's relax now. So we work the wrists and the elbows and the shoulders and now the neck. So here we go. We're going to turn and look this way, and then you're going to look at me. Hello. And then we're going to look over to the other side. Shoulders up and back and down, chest up, belly in, tuck those hips in. And now we look side and forward and side and forward. Good job. Side and forward and side and forward. You've got it. 2 more times, please. Side and forward and side and forward. Just 1 more time. Turn side and forward and side and forward. Great job. Now we're going to look up at the airplanes and down at the snow. Okay, if you're ready, now don't pick the chin up too high. You only want to lift your chin a little bit, like you were looking at where the wall meets the ceiling. So you don't want to snap your head way back. Just lift the little chin and then drop it down a bit. I'll show you from the side. Look up a little and down. Look up a little and down. 2 more times. Up a little and down and up a little and down. That was great. You did great. All righty, we are ready to go. Except now we have to work the waist. So we went done, 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 all upper body. Now we work our waist. So we're going to march wide and we're going to bring the hands down by the sides and just let them wrap around our body. So the front hand comes around and touches one hip and the other hand comes back and with the thumb up. So your thumb is up, you touch the opposite buttocks. Very exciting. Okay, our shoulders are relaxed and down. Our thumb is up in the front and our thumb is up in the back. The way we do that is the palm faces the body in the front and the back of the hand faces the body in the back. Good. You've got it. That's great. Now we're going to bring our hands a little wider. We're going to swing them out to the side and let them swing. And what happens is the elbow will bend to touch the opposite shoulder. So now we're going to tighten this up. And we're simply going to bring the hand palm to the opposite shoulder. If this doesn't work for you, you can bring it to your chest, but you want to do whatever's the best for you. Always remembering, listen to your body. Now we're going to bring the elbow up. Now we start to get a little bit of a turn. As the elbow comes up, our other hand comes down by our hip. And we feel so good because it's another wonderful day to greet the sun and to do good work and to make people smile. Yippee! Also, it's important, when you eat good food, you feel good. Now, we're just going to shake our arms out. Just shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Then we'll bring the hands right in front of our shoulders, fingertips away. Then we push across the body. Start just a little bit, like to where the wall meets the other wall, to the corner. Now you can say to yourself, golly, I think I can do more. So we raise up on the toe, pull the knee in and push. So now we get a little bit more range. But remember, you may want to have more of a range on one side and then the other, because sometimes one side of our body is a little tight. And that's okay. That means we're normal. Yay! I love that. Okay, you're doing great. Now we're going to follow the fingertips up and draw the elbow back like we're making a big circle on the ceiling. And our body weight shifts from one side to the other. We come across the body. We pull the elbow up and back. And as we do, golly, we're opening up the chest, opening up our heart. There you go. That's just perfect. Let's shake it out. Okay, so we're going to have a little fun with our post. Okay, remember, I've got a post, but you could have a counter or a table or even the back of a couch, as long as everything around you is safe and you're not going to trip over it. All right, here we go. I'm going to hold on to my post. My hands are about chest high. Then I'm just going to bring one foot back a little and then in together. And I do that by squeezing my buttocks. Here we go. Back and together, back and together. There you go. You're bringing your straight leg. It's almost like it's in a little cast. The leg is very straight. And we push the heel back and out. But we don't bring it very high because we don't want to hurt that low back. But what we do want to do is work our buttocks. That's it. Good job. So we worked our buttocks. And if you did feel anything in the low back, we're going to take care of that right now. So what we're going to do is hold on. And instead of bringing the leg back, we're going to bring it front. So I'll show you. Holding on to the pole or your counter. Make sure it's on the side so that you can bring the foot that's closest to me, knee up. Here we go. Let's bring the knee up and down. And so when you do this, you want to make sure that you're bringing your knee up to a place that's comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be very high, but it has to be what's good for you. There you go. Now, let's hold the knee up halfway. Remember, there's a very soft bend in this base knee. We're going to bring this working leg, knee up, and we're just going to straighten the leg out without snapping it and bending it. We're nice and tall, and we're doing great. This is really good, and I'm glad. I'm so happy you joined me on this lovely, crisp day. Here we go. One more. Good. Now, if you can, we're going to straighten the leg and lift it. It doesn't have to lift very high, but golly, you're really going to feel this one. We only have 4 more, 3 and 2, and now 1, and now sweep that leg back. Push the heel down. Bring the hips forward. There you go, because you want to stretch out all this area that we just tightened up, by the way. Okay, good, good. Okay, shake it out, shake it out. And now we're going to work the other side. Oh, boy. So hold on to your counter and bring that leg, knee up and down. And if you can only bring your knee up a little bit, that's good because you're trying. You're standing nice and tall. And there's the slightest little bitty bend in your base leg. That's because we don't want to snap it backwards. You've got it. 2 more. That's it. Now we're going to bring it up just halfway. Extend without snapping it and bend. There you go. Good. Take your time. We only have 4 more, which is great news. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And now you're going to bring it all the way down with the toe up. The leg is straight, just like it's in a cast. And you're going to lift and lower. Great job. You're working the thigh. You're working even a little bit in the lower abdomen. That's always good. Okay. 4 more and 3 and 2. And you know what we're going to do for a stretch. We're going to bring that foot back and push the heel down and bring our hips forward. That's it, because we really want to stretch out that thigh. And right where the thigh goes into the torso or hip flexor. And we're standing nice and tall. Good, good. And now we shake it out. Good job. You're doing so well. So now we're going from the lower body to the upper body. And we're going to take our hands and just fold our fingers over, just like this. And we're going to make a nice figure 8. Remember, you can be sitting down or you can be standing up. Great job. Now we're going to hold it wherever you are and go in the opposite direction. So we're just working the wrists and a little bit of the arm. There you go. So if you're standing, you may want to march. You may not want to march. It's okay. Good job. And now we're done. Okay, get ready to go back to your counter. We're going to do push-ups. Yay! Remember, you want to keep your legs straight, your torso straight, your arms straight, and as you bend, you bring your chest close to the object, whether it's the back of a sturdy chair or a counter or even a table. So find a position that's good for you. My hands are comfortable right here. I'm going to step back a little bit and push my heels down. My legs are very, very straight. So I have a nice straight line, ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. Now, what I'm going to do is bend my elbows, and my very, very straight body is going to come towards the object I'm holding on to. My body's very straight. I am not letting my hips sag. I am not doing this. I'm not doing this. My whole body's coming in, and my whole body is really straight. And hey, I can see yours is too. Excellent. So this is upper body strengthening. And we bring ourselves to our nice stable counter or back of the chair. And as we do, our elbows come back. And then as we straighten our arms without snapping the elbows, there you go. So you're really opening the chest right now and then opening the back. Opening the chest now, opening the back. 2 more, please. In and out. 1 more now. In and out. That was great. So now, because we've been doing this, we want to make sure that we get a good stretch. So we're going to take our hands, and with the thumbs forward, we're now going to roll the thumbs out and then pull the arms back. We're going to feel the chest open up, and we feel wonderful. Open up that chest and really push those backs of the hands back. Feel how good it feels. And then you're going to interlace the fingers behind you. Or if you can't do that, you can actually hold one hand. Good. And then you're going to reach down and lift the chest, kind of rolling the shoulder blades together. There you go. Your shoulders are back and down. And now, if you can, see if you can pull your hands away just a little. If you can't, that's okay. If you need to separate your hands, that's okay too. As long as you're moving and having a good time, that's the most important thing. And shake it out. Because, you know, when you move, you do feel better. Because you have the heart and the lungs working together, and it's pushing the oxygen right up to the brain, and we want that. Well, actually, I do. Okay, so here we are. We're right back to our marching, and we're feeling great. So we say to ourselves, let's use the pole again. We want to work the outsides of the thighs, and we're going to work the insides of the thighs. But first, we're going to hold the pole or the counter or the back of the very, very sturdy chair. And nice and tall we stand. Let's bring the leg out and in. So, as I bring my leg out, my knees actually stay in line with each other and it angles up a bit. It's almost like we're between 2 pieces of plexiglass. But if you're doing this and your leg's coming to the side and you say, golly, my back is hurting a little bit, see if you can bring your leg forward and out to the side. Okay? That's it. Good job. And your toe is forward and you're pushing the outside of the ankle out. Now we're going to bring the leg across in front and out a little bit. If you've had a hip replacement, your doctor may tell you not to go across midline. So you don't want to do this one. But if your hips are okay, bring it out a little and cross a little. Out a little and cross. There you go. That's it. And just 2 more. Cross and cross. What a good job you did. Guess what? Over to the other side we go. And remember, this might be a good time for you to have a drink of water. Alrighty. Here I am over to the other side, holding on to the counter or the chair. My leg goes out to the side and in. Remember, your toe goes forward. and you're pushing with the outside of the heel. Sometimes we think our toe's forward and it's not. So it's a good idea to look at your toe and make sure your toe is forward and you're pushing with the outside of the ankle. There you go. And again, your base foot, your stable foot, there's a slight bend in the knee, but you're nice and tall. Your ear is over your shoulder, shoulder is over your hip, the knee is right under the hip, and it's a little slight bend. That's called a soft knee. Good job. Okay, remember to bring the leg forward if your back hurts a little bit. Now we're going to bring it center and cross, center and out. Here we go. Let's cross and bring it out. Cross and bring it out. And remember, one side may be way more flexible than the other side. And believe it or not, that's normal. We're standing nice and tall. We're swinging the leg out and in, what's comfortable for us. There you go. Okay, just two more. 1 and 2. Woohoo! Well, that was doggone good. You did very, very well. Okay, but we still have more to do, of course. Now, remember when we did our push-ups? We're going to bend a little lower and try to bring, remember in the beginning where we did that straight leg back? We're going to be able to bring the straight leg back and higher just a little bit. We don't want to compress that low back. So we're going to do our push-up with a straight leg back. Very exciting. Okay, here we go. Grab a hold of your counter or the back of your chair. Remember, we walk the feet back a little. So our feet are actually a little behind our shoulders. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bend our elbows and bring the chest like this. So the chest comes towards our counter or towards the back of the very sturdy chair or even the table. Now, as I come forward, I'm going to lift one leg back and then switch legs. Lift one back so the leg is very, very straight. Good. That's it. So we want this beautiful line. When the leg is back, we want ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. No higher. That leg doesn't go any higher than keeping this leg straight. All righty. Switch legs. Sorry to keep you on that leg, but I'm guessing you didn't stay on that leg because you are very smart. There you go. And we're holding on. So balance isn't an issue right now. We're working on pivoting forward, using our hips, bending our elbows, bringing our chest towards our object, and then straightening the leg out, working those great buttocks. There you go. Now, we've been working the buttocks. Let's go down the leg to the hamstring. So we're nice and tall. We bring the heel to the buttocks and down. Let's do one leg 8 times. We can do this. 8, 7. Make sure the working knee is behind your base knee. That's it. Only 4 more. And 3 and 2. And 1. Now we're really going to want to stretch. So we shoot this leg forward and push the hips back. With the toe up, we feel a nice stretch on the back of the leg, your hamstring. You've got it. And slowly roll up. Let's do the other leg. Start with the toe back so your working knee is back behind your base knee. Then we pull the heel to the buttocks. 10, 9, 8. You're doing well. And you're working the muscles that go from the back of the knee to the buttocks. That's it. Let's do 4 more. And 3 and 2. And 1. Now let's swoop the leg forward and push the hips back, lifting the front toe up. So we get a nice stretch on the whole back of that leg. Great job. That's excellent. Good, good. And then slowly come back up. How are you feeling? Well, you look really good. And so I hope you're going to take a little drink of water now. We only have a few more minutes left. Boo-hoo. But we're going to do our very best. All righty. We have our pole, which is really important because that will stabilize us. And you can do it with your pole over here or the counter over here, whichever way is best for you. Got it? Got it. Okay, we're standing nice and tall. What we're going to do is swing our leg forward and back. So I'm going to hold on to the counter sideways. Holding on sideways, my hands on my hip. I'm going to take the leg that's closest to you so that the leg that I'm stable with is the leg that's closest to my table or my chair. All right. So here we go. Let's bring it forward a little and back. Forward a little and back. Forward a little and back. Remember, that back leg doesn't come up too high because we're not leaning forward. If we were tilting our body forward as we came back, well, then you could lift it higher. And so, hey, if you feel like it, let's try it for just 4. Leaning forward, the leg comes back, and standing tall, pulling the leg up in the front. You're going to feel it in your tummy. There you go. Stand nice and tall, pull the leg up, lean forward, just do your best, take your time, go slowly. And for 4, we just have 1 more. There you go. You've got it. Okay, shake it out, shake it out. Let's do the other side. Holding on to the counter. Okay, we're going to bring the leg forward and back just a little bit. You just want to get a feeling of it. So the movement comes from the hip. The leg is very straight, and you're bringing that straight leg forward and back. Now it's going to get very exciting because we're actually going to tilt our upper body forward as the leg comes back, and then we're going to shoot the body nice and tall as the straight leg comes forward. We're only doing 4. Here we go. Here's 1, and lift, and 2, and lift, and 3, just 1 more, and 4, and lift, step down. That was so good. You did a great job. So let's shake it out, pull our sleeves back, and get ready for a nice cool down. Yippee! Okay, so for a cool down, we want to stretch out. We want to relax all the muscles that we just used. So we're going to interlace our fingers and push down. And we're going to lift the chest up. And then we're going to push the hands forward and bring them to one side. And look over there. Then hold your arms here, lower than shoulder height. Turn and look away. There you go. Come back to center, please. And then bring them over to the other side. Look in that direction. And then look away. Good, good. Slowly come back to center and shake it out. That was really, really good. You did so well. So we're back to marching, but this time we're going to make it a little slower. We're going to pretend we are slogging through the snow. So we have to pick one foot up and step it down. It's like we're really slogging through the snow, like maybe there isn't a path here at all. So we're really picking one foot up and putting it down into the snow. There you go. We're just slogging through the snow. Good. Now, what's happening is we're slogging through the snow, and guess what? Okay, there's a big, giant stream. So we have to step over here and over the stream. And then we realize we really wanted to be over here. We just can't make up our mind. So we're here. So we pick the foot up and over, bring the other foot up and over. Good. And then we pick the foot up and over and up and over. So what we're doing is we're going to walk along the path to the stream and then cross over to the other side. Let's take 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to step over to the other side of the stream and march. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross the stream. Good, good. Wow, you're doing great today. And let's cross over the stream, up and over, and walk. 2, 3, 4. That was terrific. Okay, so we do want to get a good stretch, and we're going to step wide and place the hands on the thighs, and then shoot the fanny back just a little bit. So when you do, you're here, and when you shoot the fanny back, the buttocks goes back, and then the buttocks goes down. The weight of the body is on the heels, so your knee is right over your ankle, and your chest is up, your shoulders are back and down. So we're going to push the buttocks back and up, and we're going to have a little tiny arch in the back as we lift our head. Then we're going to tuck the hips in, push the hands down into the thighs, round the back, and look at the ground. Then we're going to lift and arch, breathing in a great big fresh air breath. And exhale, rounding the back, tucking the hips in, pushing the hands down into the thighs. Look between your boots or your shoes. And you're going to breathe in and lift and open. And breathe out and round. Now you're going to push your feet down, straighten the legs, pull the hands back. Breathe in. Breathe out and round. Push the feet down. Breathe in. Open up the chest. That's it. Breathe out and round down. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Wowee, that was excellent. You did so well. I'm really happy you joined me. Now, before the sun goes down, I have to be on my way. But I appreciate you joining me. Thanks so much. And I look forward to seeing you in the spring. Okay, bye-bye.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.